Amy, I know you quite well
Hello.
because, I taught you some things. Maybe you've remembered maybe one or two things.
A couple of them.
Yeah. How about you introduce yourself to the people out there who don't know who you are?
Hello. I'm Amy. I used to be one of Brett's students, and now I'm a bar manager.
Where at?
The casino, Treasury Casino, Brisbane.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also doing a lot of the pre-opening work for the Queen's Wharf, New Star Brisbane, which is pretty exciting.
Cool.
So, yeah.
It's that big building on the river, hey?
Massive building on the river.
With the LED lights.
The LED lights and the cranes that stop the highway most nights. Yeah.
Can I be honest about the big LED thing? My honest opinion. I think it's a bit obnoxious. Particularly when I've seen it, they tested it and it had the star on it, and I'm like, yeah, okay. It's just like a big billboard on the river.
Well, I mean, that's probably what they're wanting to make.
It'd be nice if it was more arty though.
Yeah, but I'm sure that they can do whatever they want with it.
But, like Vivid Sydney, like the Opera House, sales, they do all that artwork.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
That would be
Because
cool.
we know it's the star.
Yeah.
Don't need to advertise every 5 minutes. But anyway,
know.
that's just my
Have
gripe.
to talk to marketing about it.
Yeah, you have a chat. You
No,
work
have a
there.
chat for
Have a
them.
chat to the big boss,
Yeah.
like James Packer.
James Packer.
Have a chat to him.
Yeah.
Doesn't he run the whole thing?
I don't even know who that is.
Isn't it one of the Packer family? Anyway, I don't know.
no
I think so.
idea.
I think he's...
Possibly.
I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. I'll be there again.
Yeah.
Hey, you're a photographer too.
Yeah, I used to do a lot of photography, yes.
Yeah. We have a lab here called Hadge Lab.
Hadge Lab.
What does Hadge stand for?
Hannah Amy Jacob Lab.
Yeah.
That's us when we started learning
That was a lot of
how
fun.
to develop all of our film in year 11 and 12. It's pretty good. Had
Yeah.
a good teacher.
I don't know. Maybe you did. I mean, I taught you as much as I know, which isn't a lot. But it's a little lab still down there. I still affectionately call it the Hadge Lab.
Yeah.
Even though it's been a while since you've been here. Like, was that 5 years now?
2019, 5 years.
So you're like, what, 22, 23?
22.
Look at that. All grown up.
I know.
All right. We're not here just to talk shit about school. But if this is photography, like the film, I've shot all this on film on black and white, and I'll develop myself.
I love it.
And then I'll print it. I've got a darkroom at home now.
Oh.
Got mine enlarger.
Oh.
So I do darkroom printing now.
That's so fancy.
There you go. So you'll get a copy of one of the photos. You'll choose which one you like, and
Thank you.
then I'll print that up for you, and you can keep it.
Cute.
Yeah.
Oh.
There you go.
I love that.
Yeah, and you can give it to your mum if you want, or you can keep it for yourself.
Probably keep it.
Because one I did one for Charlie. He's episode number 1 in season 1, and I printed it up for him, and I said, "I bet your mum's going to steal this." He's like, "Nah." I got a text the day after I delivered. He's like, "Yeah, mum's got it." So I got to print another one for Charlie because Charlie's mum.
Poor Charlie.
Yeah, that's okay.
That's all right.
It's okay. Jillian's got it. Sorry, Lillian's got it. Hey, let's talk about your tattoos then.
Sure.
All right. I guess the first question I want to ask is what motivated you to get tattoos? Because you said you booked your first session before you turned 18 and then you couldn't wait. 6 days after turning 18, that's it, I'm in. I'm getting my first tattoo. Why?
I think it was just always the same as getting piercings or changing my hair colour. I was a few different colours at MIC of my hair. I think it was just another way that I was able to express myself, but this one being forever, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I think it's using your body as a canvas for an artist. And I got to know my tattoo artist quite personally. He's good friends with a lot of my friends when I was growing up, had a lot of older friends. So when we first got introduced, he was in a band. His band is actually the people who wrote the lyrics that I got Trust Me from.
Okay.
So
what's the name of his band?
Stepson.
Stepson.
Yeah. So
They're
his
still
name is
kicking around?
Surely are.
Cool.
His name is Brock Allen Connery, and
Okay.
he's fantastic. But I got to know him, and then I decided that was it. And obviously, growing up, as an emo or in the metal scene, I was surrounded by it so much that I just fell in love with the art that it is.
Cool.
I guess, yeah.
And your first one was a couple of acorns.
A couple of acorns.
So tell us, like you did write it in the book, what that's about. Share with us what is behind the acorns.
Sure. So a song by Being as an Ocean.
That's an emo name.
It surely is. Wait till the song title. The Poets Cry for More.
Right, of course they do.
Of course they do. The chorus of that song goes on about how, an acorn or an oak tree can be burnt to the ground, and if there's one surviving acorn, it can regrow in the exact same spot that the original oak was, killed.
Right.
But it can also grow stronger and bigger and better and, have better roots and everything like that.
Okay.
So no matter what happens in life, you can be the oak tree that's been burnt to the ground. But as long as you have some little thing, whether, to be that acorn, to make you grow into something better and stronger than you were the last time. Beautiful. So I really liked that.
Are you the acorn or the oak tree?
I guess it's a bit of both. Oh. You have to have both your acorn and your oak tree. Kind of
chicken and egg scenario. Hey?
I guess so, yeah.
Have one, to get the other, and which,
exactly.
that's that age-old debate.
Yeah.
Because you could have a tree to have the acorn, but
you
you
also
have
have
the acorn to have the tree.
You also have to have the ability to be able to grow upon, from what's happened.
True.
And I think that's why, for me, I like being both.
Okay. Did you get any negative reaction to your first tattoo from parents or friends or family?
No. Grandparents, not too thrilled.
Okay.
But it's my body.
Yeah,
okay. And at the end of the day, I've been fairly respectable. I work in corporate.
No job stoppers.
So I know that I can't have, sleeves.
Job stoppers.
But
yep.
I wear pants, so I can get whatever I want. I'm still, being, I guess, responsible with my tattoo getting. But no, I didn't really get too much backlash from it.
What about now that you've got more? One would be kind of your grandparents, did you have to, and now, do you know it's permanent? All those things that you would have been asked. Of course I know it's permanent, Gran, and now you've got more. Has that changed their attitude, or are they more accepting of it, or less, or it doesn't really matter?
I don't think they just, that's it. Okay. Your life, you do what you need to do, I guess, which is very good. I feel very privileged to not have to worry about any negative impact from what I've chosen to do with my body. But I don't know. I think even if there was, it wouldn't really affect me because it's my life. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I think attitudes towards tattoos have changed.
Absolutely.
I've talked about this before many times, that when I was your age, there were only certain elements that had tattoos and you didn't want to be one of those elements. So, the stigma around tattoos was much larger, and that would make sense for your grandparents because that's the generation which, whoa, you're that kind of person, and you're not. And we know you and we love you, but, tattoos. So that would have been their struggle.
Yeah, my grandma never liked tattoos.
Yeah.
And then one day she and my mum
went and
got one. And I'm an only child.
Yeah.
So my grandma actually got my first name as a tramp stamp just above her butt.
Yeah.
And the first thing she said to me after she got it done, she said, "Thank God your name isn't Elizabeth." Because she was in a lot of pain.
Yeah, they hurt. Yeah.
Poor girl. Yeah. And then, so I got one back for her.
Tell us about that one, because that's kind of special.
This one is actually it's my grandmother's handwriting.
Yeah.
That was in my 18th birthday card. She passed away a month after my 18th birthday.
Wow.
So it's just Darling Heart, which is what she used to always call me. And it was the most recent handwriting that I'd had of her. So I decided that was it. So I got that actually, probably it's my third tattoo or something.
Okay, permanent reminder.
Permanent reminder, yeah.
You're the second person I've interviewed, Jasper. He's got, across here, he's got his grandma's handwriting, and it says, "Guess what?" And that's what she used to say to him all the time, "Guess what?" And he'd say, "What?" And he knew the answer. She'd go, "I love you this much." And then he'd go, "Well, I love you this much." And he'd just keep going. So he's got that on his collarbone, and it's kind of, that's his most significant tattoo because it's in her handwriting. And she's still around, but she's got dementia now, so it's hard for her to recognise who he is and everything.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, it means a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's important if you are someone who's open to getting tattoos.
Yeah.
If it, being able to give back to the people that have impacted your life so much, even if it's just a permanent reminder for yourself,
Yeah.
not particularly for anyone else.
Yeah.
I think it's one of the best ways that you can possibly do it. Yeah.
Tell me about the rest of your enchanted forest, because there's a lot going on there, and
Yeah.
you don't have to contort yourself, because I've got
Yeah.
photos of them and I'll be putting them over the interview.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you know, you've got mushrooms and snails and
Yep. I've got gnomes and
fairies.
mushrooms, and I've got some little flower ladies with faces. I think when I first wanted to get tattooed, I got the acorns for that, and then I was kind of looking at them and I was like, what would go well with acorns?
Yeah, okay.
Well, forest,
Yeah.
floral,
Yeah.
you know, all of that. And I've always been quite a person who's very interested in, in those like whimsical type of,
Yeah.
fantasy fairy tale type things. So I decided that I would just give into a bit of an enchanted forest type theme. And then as I kept going, I realized that I could have more meaning than just a theme,
Yeah.
if that makes sense. So then it started just growing in with kind of a map of my life and my childhood. And if it doesn't, not specifically just this, but all of my tattoos, like
Right.
all of these are, my childhood,
Yeah.
my being.
So how does the hairy legs on the gnome fit in with your childhood?
I just thought that it was a really sick way to give the gnome some flair. Just
Right, yeah.
give him some hairy legs.
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
very specific. They're there,
Yeah.
and they're hard to ignore.
Yeah. No, my aunt actually collects gnomes. So
Wow, okay,
I
so-
ended up
oh,
getting
okay.
a gnome for her, not because she has hairy legs,
Right,
but
okay. Glad we cleared that
we
up.
did clear that one
Because your
up.
auntie may watch
She
this.
might watch this and she
Yeah.
wouldn't be too happy.
No.
No, so I think it was just I was going to get a gnome anyway, and then I saw her massive collection during COVID. She bought a whole lot, and we
Okay.
were repainting them all.
Oh,
you
right,
know,
okay.
That was a big old hobby that we picked up
Does
during COVID.
anyone ever steal her gnomes from the garden and take them on holidays and take photos of them?
No, she has them on her patio now.
Oh, wow. So
Yeah.
you've got to go way in to get them.
Yeah, so you have to go way in now to get them.
Because there was a kind of a trend of that happening. You know, people would steal a gnome, take
Take it
photos
away.
of it all over the world, and then send that person,
Yep.
put those photos in the letterbox, and the gnome would be
Yeah.
back.
I
Hilarious.
think that's such a fantastic, like, I don't know, display of humanity. Like,
Yeah.
just, hey,
Yeah.
I'm taking your gnome for a little trip.
Yeah,
I think it's great.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
it is theft. So,
Well, I mean,
you know,
sorry,
there's that.
minus the legality,
Yeah, okay.
illegality of
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
but,
Yeah.
I think it's in a, what's the word, can't think.
It's kind of whimsical and it's fun.
I mean, yeah, it
Yeah,
is,
no.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, but, I don't know, I just started getting, I love nature and that type of thing, so I started getting more and more little
Tell me about the
things.
fruit bat then, because that
bat.
kind of, I mean, you've got this whimsical stuff, snails and mushrooms and fairies and ladies and flowers, and you've got the antlers of the deer there, and you've got the gnome, and then there's this fruit bat.
What's more whimsical than a bat?
I don't know.
Oh,
If you're an
I
emo
think
kid, I guess.
Well, you've just called me out there, haven't you? Yeah, my fruit bat, I love bats. I
Okay.
think that it's probably the most emo thing I could possibly say. I think they're so misunderstood.
Yep.
Everyone always connects. Same with black cats.
Yep.
Everyone always connects these animals to some human
The dark
superstition.
forces. Yeah.
Exactly. We've created this, superstition upon them, and I think that bats are beautiful. They just come and they're the night birds. They just come out and they go and get their food and they do their thing. But everyone just always is like,
I like them till they shit on your house.
yeah.
'Cause
No one
they
likes
do
an
that.
iguana, and then
Like,
it's
we
hard
have-
to get off.
We had a palm tree in our backyard, and it's a cocos palm, and I only learnt this from the tree lopper, that they're a weed that was introduced, and it actually makes the bat sick, and they get diarrhea, and that's why they're
so
shitting
we're
away from my
causing
house.
it.
So I cut the palm tree. I had the palm tree cut down.
Good. Gotta look after
I know,
it.
and the
Yeah.
possums get sick from. I didn't know that. So if you've got a cocos palm, cut it down because it's not good for the wildlife, and that's why they're shitting on your house.
Yep.
Yeah, big splodges. It's terrible, and it's really hard to get off.
It absolutely
But
is.
they're cute.
They
They're
are
cute.
really
They're like
cute.
little upside down dogs, really.
They are.
Yeah.
They absolutely are. I sometimes I look at its face and it reminds me of like a dog or like a sphinx cat.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
A little let's do a little
Because you're
face.
looking at it the right way up.
I am.
'Cause it's
so to
upside
me,
down on your
it's
leg, yep.
he's looking up at me. But
Okay.
yeah, no, I love him. And
then you went all Japanese up on the thigh. You've got the fan. You've got with the crane. You've got the. Is that like kabuki theatre?
yeah, it's like an oni mask or a hanya mask.
Yeah.
So
On a vase. I mean, you've got this theme, and it's all linked to your child. Then also Japan.
yeah, yeah. Japanese was the plan for this one.
Yeah.
And then I forgot I had a session booked, and I couldn't think of another idea. So I said, "Hey, what's something that you've wanted to do?" And he's like, "Japanese," and I'm like, "Oh, well, let's do it here. Then I'm sure I can come up with another theme for this one."
Okay.
So then I just decided that the front half of my leg, I'm just gonna stick with Japanese. So.
Okay.
My next one will be another Japanese, and
Yeah,
then
you've got some real estate there.
got
Okay.
some stuff, so just a little bit of room on this one.
Okay.
Gonna get a little worm to go there.
Okay.
That's
And
pretty-
it's just going to be traditional black and white. You're not going to colour them in. Okay.
no.
Is there a reason for that?
Yeah. It's more of a whether you might have to cut it out. I don't know how you feel. Yeah, because when I have some drinks with friends,
Yeah.
we all get paint,
Oh, you
and
paint
it's
it.
a human colouring book because I'm the most tattooed of my friends.
I
So
won't
we all
cut
just
that
choose.
out. That's fun.
Oh, it is cool. I didn't want to like bring
No,
in.
no.
Yeah, no, we have a couple of drinks and we paint them all.
Let's
or you can
paint
get
Amy.
or you can get gel pens because
Right.
they just wipe straight off. Yeah,
Right.
I think it's great. I'm a human like adult coloring book.
So you should like open up like a business. You know how there's Pinot and Picasso, or you know like those places where you have a wine and you paint.
Yeah.
You could hire yourself out at parties.
Yes.
Like I'm
Hey,
a human canvas. You know, you'd have to be careful how much they drink. You know, but
Absolutely.
there you
And then
go.
just here you go, guys. Here's a leg. Yep,
side
go for
business.
it. Yep, I like it.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
You make some money on the side compared to the casino.
Yeah, but
All right, speaking of the casino, let's talk about Trust Me.
Trust
Because
Me.
that's the first one when you came. You know, I'm like, never trust someone who says trust me.
yeah.
And you went, yeah, I get that all the time. So tell us about Trust Me and like the butterfly, and it's got like flowers extending from that. Tell us about that tattoo.
So again, that was written. Well, the song was made by my tattoo artist. The lyrics are actually "Trust me, I've been there. Trust me, I'll be there." So for me, that's just I will never leave just because of whatever in life. I just want to make it. I don't know, like almost a promise to myself.
Right.
That no matter what happens, I'm always going to be there. You can trust me that I'll be there,
Yeah, okay.
and you can trust me that I've always been there for you. So for me, that's just a little bit of a promise to myself. Butterflies, I love butterflies.
Yeah, you got one on your belly as well.
Got one on my belly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love butterflies. I
Okay.
think they're great.
Okay. So the Trust Me thing's really about you being a loyal friend.
Yeah.
It's like, you can trust me. So it's not the guy in the bar who you're serving a drink who goes, well, should I? Should I, mate? And you're like, what? Should I what? Trust you. How can I trust you? You get that a bit, don't you?
Surely do.
Can you wear a button-up shirt, like, with a collar?
Oh, yeah. I quite often wear a little turtleneck, but at this point, I think I've just, no worries, mate.
Yeah,
You don't have
yeah.
to trust me.
Yeah.
Here's your beer.
Yeah.
Like, I've just gotten used to it by now that
Yeah.
it doesn't really bother me anymore. It is what it is.
My niece came in for one of these interviews and she's got the Beatles logo tattooed
yeah.
on her wrist,
Yeah.
which got her front row tickets to a Paul McCartney concert because one of his people spotted that and said, you come down the front. But I said, do you like the tattoo? She goes, well, it's kind of like one of those I do regret now because old dudes come up and go, oh, you like the Beatles. And then strike up a conversation about the Beatles. She's like, yeah, I'm a fan, but I don't want to talk to you about the Beatles because you're a random old dude and not that interested. So is that a little bit of a regret?
I don't regret the tattoo. I don't regret any of my tattoos. Probably a different placement.
Yeah, okay.
But at the same time, I also like it because every time that someone mentions it,
Yeah.
I'm reminded of why I got it.
Yeah, okay.
So for me, it is what it is. Next time, I'll probably think a little bit more into it.
All right.
But
Okay.
it's there now.
And your spider tattoo is probably your most random tattoo of all,
Yeah.
isn't it? Because that doesn't really have any meaning.
That is the only tattoo that isn't by Brock.
Yeah, okay.
So I went to an expo and had one of those. You get what you get. Little what are they, like pinball or your like gum machines? I guess.
Get what you get. Don't get upset.
Yep. $200 later, I left with a spider, despite the fact that I am terrified of spiders.
Right, you're arachnophobic.
Fully arachnophobic.
Wow, but you got a spider. It's not real.
No, it's not real. It just chills there.
It's interesting that the universe gave you that.
Yeah.
Because it could have given you anything.
Could have given me anything, but
nah, spider for this kid.
Yeah. I just think that's a full FU from the universe every so often I think about it.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, no, I like him.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, well, here's my last question. I ask this of everyone. I'm a complete clean skin. Don't have any tattoos anywhere. Might get one, might not. Never really wanted one. Maybe I do now that I've been doing the series. Who knows? What advice would you give me, or you know me a bit, what kind of design would you think would suit? Anything you'd recommend, or just advice on if I was to get a tattoo, how would I go about it, or what would I get?
What would you get?
Yeah, I don't know. That's why I'm asking you. That's what
I'm trying to figure out.
Right, okay, yeah.
God, now all I'm thinking about is something related to MIC.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like there'd be, I don't know. I feel like tattoos are so personal that there's nothing that I could really be like, you should get this. Because you're never really going to connect to it if I'm just telling you.
Okay.
But I think something about music or photography or something that's made an impact in your life, absolutely.
I get that a bit. Music, photography, craft beer.
Craft beer.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah. What else are you?
So
you should get Haj Lab.
That
Haj Lab. I want you to get Haj, just H-A-J, just right where my trust me is.
Yeah.
That way, every time someone's like, Haj, you'd be like, yeah, it's my favourites. My favourites.
Favourite students.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't have favourites.
You've always said that.
Well, you can't, you know. Like, I mean, I'm still, you can't have favourites. It's like having a favourite child of yours. You can't. It's not in the rules.
No.
But it's interesting, like, you know, I don't know. I might get one. Some days I wake up and go, yeah, I'm going to get one. Other days I wake up, oh, I'm 61. I've never had a tattoo. Why? You know, why would I get one? Yeah, like, I've heard they're addictive though. Do you feel like you have to get more?
No. I haven't gotten a tattoo in probably maybe a year now.
Okay.
And, you know, considering I have a leg sleeve and I'm 22. So
cost of living, maybe? They're expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Cost of living's a massive thing. You know, being able to take leave. You know, he used to tattoo down in New South Wales.
Right.
So then I'd have to go down to New South Wales to go. So absolutely money. Yeah. It's not like it's a lifetime thing. You're not just getting it for one day.
Sure.
So you're obviously going to spend the money that you want. They're definitely addictive in a way. Yeah. Once I think it just opens your mind a little bit more to what could be.
Okay.
So it really makes it. I don't think getting the tattoos specifically is addictive, but thinking about it and like constantly being around it is the addictive thing.
Nice.
But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I definitely think it's not addictive, but something. Okay. Yeah.
Because I mean, I might only want one. I don't want more than one, maybe. Who knows?
Who knows?
I
reckon you get it. Yeah, I reckon.
I could get it on the sole of my foot. I heard they wear off.
Yeah, but if you're going to do that, why? Oh, I wouldn't even get the sole of my foot done.
Why's that? Hurt?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
What about the inside of my lip?
Yeah, that doesn't hurt. It's fleshy.
You reckon?
Right. 100%.
There's
It'll
so
fall
many
out.
nerve endings in there. It'll hurt so much.
No, fleshy. You'll be right. Fleshy. It'll fall out after a couple of years. Halfway fall out after a couple of years.
H-A-J.
Yeah, I think just straight throat tat. Or you could do eyelids. Like that way, whenever you close your eyes, it'll just be like H-A and then you're like J exclamation mark. Yeah.
No.
I think it's a fantastic idea.
Okay. Hey, well, look, thanks for coming in. I really appreciate you coming in and having a chat with me.
Thank you.
I look forward to seeing more Japanese. I don't know what you're going to do on that leg because
we'll figure it out by the time I get there, hopefully.
So there's something on that side, but I look forward to catching up later on and seeing what you got.
Thank you.